Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to the Sibling experiment. We shall continue. That Monday morning, I had to carefully avoid Eric. Any more encounters with him could just be disastrous. Yet there he was, staying in front of his locker, whizzing his nose hairs. Who did that in public? I no longer had the temptation to hug him, but it would be nice if things were back to normal and I could make a dig at how uncivilized he was. Yet he'll probably just do something more nose-eating just to gross me out. I had a goal this week, however, and it had nothing to do with the sibling experiment. I was going to let my voice be heard. I kept playing around with different words, different rhymes, but I had a week to work it out. I actually wasn't wearing the shoes from my former life as a Jameson today, and it wasn't that because Tyler had thought that I'd stolen them. Pardon me, in order to get them back was realizing that I wasn't the same person anymore, and I didn't mean that in a bad way. I mean, technically I'd say the fact that she's changing a little bit when it comes to her personality is a good thing for us. Oh. So yeah, what you meant can be only in a good, it can only be meant in a good way. It was sort of eye-opening, refreshing sort of way. Did I want to reflect myself as sacrificing comfort for style? I mean, it's good. I mean, technically I don't really care for style. I like it. If I can afford it, let's do it, right? And if it's comfortable, the best combination. And usually actually the things that are comfortable to wear are cheaper somehow. Crazy but true. Ostracizing myself more by trying to look better than other people. People wore things to project an image, but I wasn't sure what type of image I wanted to present anymore. I decided this week was going to be a discovery of self. I just had to work out how best to spend it. I had some time in the afternoon free to do some stuff. I mean, she needs to prepare, right? I know what she needs to prepare for, so I want to be like the old times, where I could beg Eric for stuff. Problem was the dynamic had totally changed. Now I was afraid that if I made fun of him, he would think I was flirting with him. I just had to keep things as casual as possible. Hey, dork! Hey, poetry girl, Jess. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Eric. So what's up? Just, stuff. Dungeons and Dragons stuff, right? How'd you know about that? Wasn't that cute? He wanted to hide his love for D&D in order to actually have a chance with a girl. Except that girl was me. Gag. I thought your dungeon master got a girlfriend. Why, do you know him? Did he say anything about them breaking up? Nope. Well, I'm trying out my hand at some dungeon mastery. It can't be too hard, you certainly seem to know your stuff. You think? Of course, you can rethink you put your mind to Eric. Whoa, you sound like my mom. I couldn't hold back a laugh at that. If only he knew. I'd been working on my poem all morning, practicing it in front of the mirror. It was kind of embarrassing, all that stuff I put in there. It was kind of embarrassing, yeah. Stuff I had only just admitted to myself. About Eric. About Tyler. About me. It wasn't easy facing up yourself like that. By the time afternoon rolled around, I was already pretty tired. But I could do something like I did yesterday. Okay, something you did yesterday, cool. Can't get enough of me. Ew, you're so gross. If I'm so gross, then why are you hanging around me? Eric crossed his arms, looking mildly interested. Because I'm getting good, big brotherly vibes from you. Whoa, never thought I'd say something like this. To Eric, even. Mind if I ask you to become my surrogate big brother? No, friends. I already have a sister. Yeah, me. But I promise I'll be a really good sister. You're weird. Who hangs around someone pretending they are your family? I do. And I was just pretending, mind you. Not buying it.
If you are buying things, mind if I will stop by the mall?
I see what this is now. You just want it for my money. He considered it. I can live with that. Let's go, babe.
Hey! Don't ever call me that again!
Well, at least we're bonding, sort of. It was a brand new day, also known as the new day to find out more about how to return to normal. Who was I kidding? Better not keep my expectations too high. I had some free time on my hands again, and considering that we are at school already, let's go there.
So, what are we going to do today?
We?
Sure, we. You're not doing anything important right now, right?
Nothing I can scrap.
So, wanna go to the movies or something?
Like a date. Maybe this was a mistake.
No movie ever. No movies ever.
Maybe
We should leave the whole hangout thing for today. See you later.
Jasmine.
See you later!
I waved at him and quickly escaped the scene. I want to spend more time with Eric, but how could I when he was all weird like that? Tomorrow was the big day. Not only by Padre itself, but TJ's skiing competition. It was all happening. I just had to go through another school day. And done. And we're preparing for the competition. Ours competition.
Can we go to the mall again?
You really want to?
I asked, didn't I?
Sure, babe. She told you not to call her that. I'll be happy to take you anywhere. He proclaimed in what was supposed to sound like a real confidence. You take what you can get out of life. I had no idea what the answer meant with all this skateboard lingo as she described TJ skating, but just from watching her I knew she was skilled. No way would I ever be able to pull off stunts like those. Surprising? Wait, what? Alright, one more time.
I had no idea what the answer meant with all his skateboard lingo as he described TJ skating. But just from watching her, I knew she was skilled. No way would I ever be able to pull off stunts like those.
Surprisingly good, isn't she?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have told her that I have to be good at skateboarding. I always thought that was your thing. But you're like all new to this. Go, TJ!
You're out in sunlight in daytime. This is surprising.
Sometimes I get reasons to get out and about. And supporting my sister is the best reason ever. Yeah, like all the times he supported me over the years.
No, really?
I get to watch her do some good stuff, it's win-win. I kept squinting suspiciously at him, but finally he must have gotten the hint. Wasn't it fair that I was jealous because he was better brother to TJ than he was to me? I think so. Or, you don't know he was around. That was just fantastic, TJ! Didn't I tell you to stop talking me? Yet, hold the same as rocks, and you expect to scores. The scores in the 90s. I was so excited for her. TJ really had talent. It was so great she was parsing it. Awesome. Want to come to my sister's birthday tonight?
Your sister?
Yes. Time nudged me and I had to reply accordingly and quickly.
That's me.
We'll be there. Eric beamed at me almost too eagerly and I distorted my face as a simple smile in response. See you then. Oblivious boys. They just couldn't get the hint. Being oblivious is good, sometimes. I've never been a nail biter, but my fingers hovered dangerously close to my mouth as we stood at the side of the stage. All the people there. Not the number of them, but the type. Artsy and Gove. People that I had no interest of speaking to before. Now it changed. They weren't either. They have written me off immediately as being poles apart from them. And I guess I was. I was another one that I never would have given a chance if it wasn't for this bizarre dilemma. Thanks for the dilemma then. Well, I felt almost thankful now. See? Almost, except for the fact of having the word that he think that he was related to me. That's cool. Tyler brought out a bottle of sanitizer from his backpack and offered to squirt some on my hands. He'd gotten used to my preferences. I was about to hold my hands out, but rethought it.
No, it's okay. I don't need it.
Are you sure? But you've been going through this neat freak stage for the last 2 weeks. If it was a stage, it had been going on for the last 16 years, not the last 2 weeks. I picked up that everyone's recollection of me beforehand was foggy at best.
Shush! I've learned to get over it. I accept the presence of germs. I like germs.
Okay, let's not go too far. It was a struggle for a germaphobe to admit that I mean it. Tyler didn't like germs. If he did, he wouldn't put his hands all over roadkill, and I was trying to show that I could accept that. I had accepted it. I accepted Tyler for who he was. No other reason. Cool, I'll have to get you to brag the stage officially by licking some really gross things of my choosing tomorrow.
I'm not quite there yet.
Boring. Oh, I got you something. He threw a sanitizer's bag in the backpack and took my hand, placing a small box in my palm. I was speechless. Words were leaving me, and, well, hell, I still can't quite describe how I felt at the time. Come on, what I got you isn't that bad, besides you're the one who helped me expand my business. I opened the box slowly. Inside was a silver pen, glinting in the light. I couldn't help but grasp as I took it out of the case. It's for writing your poems, or whatever, honestly. I would like it. I traced my finger down the pen, feeling its cold, pleasant sensation against my skin. Just then I realized I'd been grinning like an idiot the whole time, and I didn't care. I briefly wrapped my arms around Tyler, overwhelmed with positive energy.
Oh, Tyler, I like it a lot. Seriously, thank you so much. I'm a lot less nervous and thanks to you.
Jess, you'll do great. I'm also here to support you. Don't tell anyone. It's gotta be kinda lame to have your brother as your best friend. Feeling bold, I leaned over and kissed his cheek, catching him off guard. Tyler flinched, raising his eyebrows. A faint hint of pain started spreading across his face. Feeling the heat on my own cheeks, I knew I probably had the same pinkish tint to my face.
It's not lame. I really appreciate it.
He stuck out his tongue and rubbed at his cheek, still looking quite embarrassed. When did you get so mushy? Shush.
We only have...
No, okay, well, I don't know what kind of voice. We only
hold this once a year to initiate new meeting to our misunderstood shot by the word group.
Don't you mean click?
Yeah, but get out. There's one for you, wannabe clicker, so we can judge if she's worthy of the IT poet or if she will blow it.
Some eye rolls, and chortles followed.
I have one I want to love with 4 kinds of love. I have one I want to love with 2. But on these darkest of days, I'd be ill to admit these loves to either of you. I have one that's helped me see that I had everything about who I was, and I have another that I blame for my life. I'm sick of using him as a because. But when I'm stuck in a situation, a new word that I hardly know, it's the discovery of love that has helped me grow. Life should be an experiment of testing, of what is right and wrong. Life should be expression of the heart. Love force, love abounding, love fun, love to belong.
She's right, life should be an experiment.
Okay, we've got our next contender. Eric Jamison!
What? My mouth went to an O shape and my neck loosened so fast I could almost hear it snap. Testing. He cleared his throat. Down to my last health point. The boss had me outmatched. Yet then she came and healed me like that. For Jasmine is my healer. My white mage, you see. Bring me back when things are all bleak. Poetry by Eric. He used my name. Why did he have to use my name? I felt like everyone was going to start lapping around, and of course they did, including Tyler. My face was being completely hot. What was Tyler thinking? I need to have a talk with him. Also, I think it wouldn't help things. Why did he have to use my name? As soon as he got off the stage, Eric rushed to me. Jasmine?
No!
I haven't even...
Stop, just don't!
Eric fidgeted anxiously and Tyler patted him in the back. Nice work, dude. If I were you, I wouldn't show my face in public for the next year. I was willing to try something new. Now it backfired and I'll be spending the rest of my life on the couch.
Then I guess you'd have no need for a car. You'd better give me the keys.
No way, get your own.
For the record, I like the one about the tavern the best. Eh?
TJ grinned at me when I gave her a confused look. Okay, I had no idea what that was about, and I wasn't sure I'd want to find out. I knew. I know. Check out. I don't know which episode for. Fourth? I think fourth episode. Or maybe third? Never. Oh, the Sibling experiment, where we were with TJ basically. We're right back at home with the realization that everything was black, no lights were on the inside. I hated the dark. Even though there were street lights illuminating our street, the room was just so eerily dim. I walked close to Tyler. He felt around for the key under the mat and struggled a bit to open the door. It had been getting quite late, and we were a bit carefree, but we were kind of hoping both Tyler's parents were asleep. And as it turned out, they weren't. Mom was at the door and flicked on the light at our arrival. Why didn't she go open the door for us then? Then I noticed it wasn't just disapproval of her face, it was anger. I'd never seen Miss Ryan like this before. Hey Mom, why were you in the dark?
Don't you? Hey Mommy, do you have an idea what time it is?
I thought they would have had a nice breakfast out. We're at home too often. With my family went out at nights every week as our parents would us too. It was nice thing. I was aware that going out was forbidden in this place. Time to celebrate Jess rocking the open mic tonight. Tyler clapped his hands together. The poor boy seemed completely unaware of her ire.
This isn't time for jokes, Tyler.
I was being serious, Jess went awesome.
Your father left, you weren't here, and he wasn't going to stick around to say goodbye.
My mouth formed an O shape. That explained a lot about this overreaction. You mean like always? Did her face just get redder, or was it just my imagination?
Are you guys going to get divorced?
She didn't answer. Instead, she just glared right through me. Oops, wrong thing to ask.
So, Jasmine, what do you have to say to yourself?
What was there to say?
Went to a poetry recital, enjoyed myself. Where did this idea even come from? Well, Tyler gave me the sign up for the open mic night, and so it was all Tyler's fault then.
What fault? That wasn't what I said, but she was just hearing whatever would get her mind off her own marital problems.
No, it was just his idea that... His idea? That's it, Tyler.
You grabbed it! What? But Mama, this is ridiculous.
I trust Jess's judgment.
He eyed me warily, prompting me to speak up, but what could I say? If I was the youngest again, then it would be my fault. There were some perks to being the eldest child, and I didn't want to be in trouble any more than he did. If I was grounded, then how would I solve this whole experiment thing? I just couldn't let it happen. You shouldn't.
You're feeling unfair? How about the homework, Sandal? Ringing a bell?
Who told you about that?
Your homeroom teacher told me all about your little sneaky scheme. I was shocked, for I guess I shouldn't have. Granted, is the least of your punishment. I'll have to think of real ways to teach you discipline. No, go to your room.
Why was I getting a sense of déjà vu here? He left. A lump was forming my throat as I watched him go, and my shoulders slumped, giving one last look to Mom before going to bed myself. Okay, in the end, maybe I'm not so feeling bad about me not using the same scam as Tyler used with homework, because it might have ended in a bad way. For once, the bed felt cold and uncomfortable. I spent the night tossing and turning, wondering if everything was going to be normal between Tyler and me again. I had to work out what to do in order to fix things with Tyler. I couldn't believe that I was so preoccupied about the poem and speaking in front of people, which was the hardest part. So, to make it right, I went out the next day to get him something. I spent a really refreshing day out, but I still felt really guilty. I hadn't realized when I left that my computer was still somehow logged into my blog account. I heard my own voice before I even opened the door.
The loser king should have been his name. The only meaning of his life is a dumb game. He forfeited friends for a life of pretend. They tell me that's not incredibly lame. If I could, I would never reincarnate this sister again. I would have written a better poem, but then again, it wouldn't be up to this level.
Uh-oh. Tyler was sitting there, fixating the screen in front of him on the clunky computer. The moment I entered the door, he turned to me with an incredibly hurt expression. I was happy too, seeing him that way. Lame.
Tyler, explain.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know how I was going to talk my way out of this one.
My brother is worse than yours.
I can't you hate me so much that you even put it up in the internet for everyone to see.
Ty, you've got it wrong.
Wrong brother, wrong situation, wrong everything. You think I'm what? A jackass, a creep, and wish I'd just leave you alone, huh? All that you said. And you wrote a poem. Wow. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Has it been fun talking with me?
Lemna, you've got it all wrong.
I stutter. I was not finding the words to explain myself at all. I guess we're never friends then. Nice to touch to get out how you really feel.
It wasn't.
It wasn't what?
It wasn't you.
I didn't expect him to believe me. To him, he was my only brother. What are you blubbering about? I opened my mouth trying to find the words to spawn. Tyler raised a hand to stop me in my track. No, you know what? I don't even care anymore. If I was that horrible of a brother, it would have been great if you had told me instead of this. And you're not that great of a streeter. Not anymore. I usually wasn't so bad at speaking up, but I felt myself tensing. I took one last plea to try reading myself in his eyes.
Tyler, it's not like that. There has to be times when you've said things you didn't mean.
So, you didn't mean it? All I had to say was that I hadn't meant it when I put up that video and it would be okay. The other mind just forgive and move on. But there was one thing stopping me from doing so. I didn't mean it when I made that video. I was sitting with hatred for my brother. A brother that I now missed and realized I did love. I couldn't lie. I was to blame. I shook my head slightly, couldn't bring myself to look at him anymore. Thought so. He walked out on me and my tears started to fall. How did we become like this? Tyler hated me, and he made no effort to repent otherwise. I sat at the breakfast table for half the morning, hoping I could talk to him and explain myself, but he didn't even show his face. My only other option was to do more. Find a way to end this stupid experiment. And because of that, we are going here. I didn't feel at home at Ryan's house, so I decided to go home. And what do you know, Eric opened the door for me. Not like I was expecting someone else. It wasn't as if our parents would be home to open the door for me anyway. Oh, hi. Are you here for TJ? I shook my head.
I was just a little down. Are your parents home?
Nope, just me.
Of course they aren't.
When were they ever around when I needed them? You're here to see my parents?
No, I don't know why I'm here, okay?
I snapped. I was more than just a bit disappointed, even if I wasn't even sure what it was that I was hoping for. You'd come in if you wanted to. Worth something?
That's not the worst idea, actually.
Great. I'll take it. Come in, make yourself at home. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
I will.
We sat down to watch this hilarious musical comedy TV series. It cracked me up so much and definitely improved my mood. This guy sang about UTI in such a joke tune, priceless. I don't know what's that thing you mentioned. After about 3 episodes I turned to me, ask you rather cautiously. Do you eat anything else?
I don't. We have snacks and everything.
I mean like, to talk and stuff. I'm not all that great with giving advice, but I can listen if you want me to.
Really? You will?
I almost rolled my eyes at him. Think back of how Eric never seemed to listen to me before. Would he only listen if I wasn't his sister? And worse yet, because he was trying to score me, huh? Yeah, and don't think it's bad just because I'm trying to get in your pants or anything. It's not like that.
Really?
I didn't know where this was going at all. Okay, here goes. If I'm honest, I'm not even physically interested in you. I gave him a look and Eric smiled awkwardly. I'm sorry if I've been making you feel cringy. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but no girl has ever shown interest in me the way you did. Well, as short-lived as it was. I thought you were just playing hard to get, but after a while you just seemed uncomfortable. But it's fun just teasing you, I guess. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Well, this was great. How did Eric manage to sound so decent? I'm sorry about the poems. I know I'm not any good, but I just thought you might like them and it was fun to write. My sister is great at these things, but she just wouldn't help me out on this for some reason.
Your sister?
Yeah, TJ.
Oh, she writes?
Some guy really adapted this. She used to, but now she seems to be way more interested in skating. Cool, huh? That was me. That was really me. He was referring to. I cleared my throat. Still couldn't quite believe my ears.
But TJ, your sister to think you had her boys for.
Well, TJ also figured out that I'm a noob at communicating like a decent person, so I think she's not mad about that anymore. She did. Damn, TJ was amazing. How did she read Eric with his ever-bored expression? She certainly had been a better sister than I was to Eric.
Yeah, anyway, now that we're all clear on that, I guess we're good. And strange enough, I do want to talk about it.
I'm here. Eric gave me an encouraging smile, and I just thought, wow, this was too good to be true, but it was really amazing company. I put my heart out to Eric, and just like he said, he didn't speak much, but it was comforting how he patted me in the back at the end and said I could get out of this mess. He gave me so much strength, and now I was totally not crying on my way back to my fake house. She was. Still so much in regards to getting back to normal. And now it was the end of the school day, and I had to work out what to do after school, and we are doing this again. I like to go back home, to the place where I used to live. I know how it might look to be hanging around there all the time, but I couldn't help myself. Hey stranger, looking for TJ?
Not exactly.
Yeah, I can tell how it might have looked.
Have you ever felt like a place is something that you swear it must hold some significance for you?
Well, there are other places where I like to hang out, if that's what you mean.
That's not really what I meant. But thanks anyway.
Did you want to stay for a while?
Yeah, I'd like that.
I could have that feeling for just a little while longer. Nostalgia. After a day of figuring out how possibly reverse this thing. Or perhaps even wonder if I want to. But then, while I did like the sound of being able to stay with Tyler longer, I don't want to stay as his sister, if you know what I mean. That sounded much worse. Plus, I had to admit, I did miss Eric already. And there's the end of school. What to do now? Boom! How have things been going with Tyler?
Not good still.
Well, that was a short scene. Another day towards hopefully ending this experiment of seeing it become a herman. No. No way! I didn't want to think like that. But now it was the end of the school day and I had to work out what to do after it. Mom and Dad were at home. As usual, what did I expect? Surprisingly, there was Eric for a change. I expect him at least to comfort me. Now that's strange, never could I have mentioned this before. Me wanting comfort with Eric? This has really been a bad week. Miserably loved company, and it was weird that not only were we living each other's lives, it seems that we were sharing everything lately. Even this!
You can have it back, I'm unfit to be younger sibling. You're unfit, I've got 16 years of taking Eric for granted to be responsible for it. Also, I'm sorry about the other day, my whole scheme was a disaster.
It was your fault that you freaking pushed us off. What happened next? Well, I have no idea what really happened or how we don't even have one scratch on our bodies. Trippy.
Yeah, it's so unsettling.
Now, what do?
We do whatever it takes, even if it means finally getting what we deserve.
But what do we deserve? I just let the question hang there. I knew the answer in reality. I just didn't want to face the truth. At least, not yet.
I love her.
Who? Tyler? Me too.
And Eric.
Sadly enough, me too.
We must be crazy, right?
Maybe just crazy enough to win them back.
And how crazy is that?
Very crazy. The bell marked the end of the school day. Time was running. Now we had to work. Eric wasn't here. TJ must have frightened him away, so I spent the time with TJ instead.
So, are you ready for tomorrow?
I think I'm saying R in a very weird way lately. I don't know why. So, are you ready for tomorrow? Maybe, I don't know, it sounds weird to me. Nope, but we've got to do what we've got to do! I'll do any number of outrageous things to stop this curse. So die! I mean, don't go overboard, okay? I went to sleep completely exhausted. I didn't even know how it could have happened so fast, but it was like I was dead to the world. Hey? Hey! I'm back home. Yeah, I'm finally back. Hey? I looked down. TJ was in the same bed as me. Nice. TJ! Not so loud. What are you doing in my room? What are you doing in my bed? Your bed? This is my room right now. But I definitely went to sleep in your room. What's going on? Hey, you two. Quick monkeying around, we'll be late for school at this rate. What the hell are you doing in our house? You mean our house? Now come on, you two, get up. Since when do we live here? No time to talk, we need to go to school and give praise to our llama warlords. What? For they give praise to Big Brother Sibling Spring, the one that cares for us all. Oh wait, this is too weird. This has to be a nightmare. And luckily enough it is. I mean, the first part was interesting. I mean, TJ and Jasmine waking up in one bed. Anyway, I woke up with a start feeling out of breath. Just a bad dream, luckily enough. This was really getting to me much more than I thought. Wait, who's in bed with me? Don't tell me! I looked down to see Tyler in bed with me. Or rather, me in bed with him. Turned out that I had sleepwalked right into his room last night. As soon as I could, I snuck out before he could wake up. My heart was beating scary fast, my chest fell. This entire situation has been affecting my mental health more than I thought. It was decision time. We had to work out something. So, have you thought of anything? I think the best plan is to wait for it to work out. I think we need to work out a plan. Boom. It was time to go to work. I wasn't too keen on having to suck up to Sandra, but it was actually good for me to learn how to swallow my pride. It was definitely one thing I wouldn't miss about old Jasmine. Thanks for sure. But would she help me? She made it pretty clear last time that she didn't want to be friends with the likes of me. I just had to play hardball, which was one trick I picked up from my present brother figure. Hi Sandra, nice running to do here. You again. It didn't seem like it pleased her to see me around. What do you want, Ryan? Here to beg for money? How was I ever friends with this BITCH? Then again, I was probably just as bad as she was now. I need to use the speaker system for today. And that means what to me? You're capable of getting to the most broadcasting system. I just have a message which needs to be broadcast to the home. And if you can help you, why should I? Oh Lord, give me the strength to not strangle her. You get to see me and my friend embrace ourselves to the entire mall. Oh, that would be quite a scene. Yeah, it's a message needs to be sent out regardless. It will be remembered for years and you get to be the one credited for authorizing it. Just keep playing hardball. Play to her sense of importance to make her think she was the one benefiting from it. If there's one thing I knew about Sandra, instead she always wanted to be known as the trendsetter, the idea innovator. For she's not really anything special. She always wanted to be the first in everything, even though it's not the case. Alright, you have my attention. For that to happen, we need access. And only you can give us that, Sandra. From the look on her face, it worked. Fine, you've convinced me, but it better be as bad as you're promising. So unbearably smug. No way would he ever be friends after this. Done! The mall was in peak period. It was the only time we could get everyone together for the master plan. People were swarming everywhere, and it wasn't even the mall-wide sale time. Perhaps it was because of the small boutique store that had a closing down sale sign outside its windows. I wondered what Minty was subjecting the boys to know. Showtime tunes, dress ups. She was our Operation Distraction, and both boys willingly went along with it. I hovered out the front of my favorite shop, Centennial Wear, but TJ grabbed me and pulled me away from the glitter windows. I craned my neck to glimpse what item had just come in store from their online range.
Oh, they have this copper jacket with the silent tribes, and did I really see that $35 label on it?
I didn't get a chance to confirm it, as TJ yanked me my arm harder.
That hurts, TJ.
I could see how she pulled off some of those tricks. She had biceps like a Scottish log thrower. So there we were, ready to embarrass ourselves in public. Even more than we'd already done so far. Okay, Jonah, put us on speaker when we're ready. You got it, babe.
Everyone should be here, right? My parents, Eric, Tyler.
Confirmed. Shoppers, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, we.
The worst sisters in the history world.
Interrupt you for this important announcement. That was probably going to get us on the watch list for more security. Good thing I was getting over scratching the chopping edge. But we had to keep going.
This announcement is for our brothers.
I was waiting for so long for you to be the good guy first.
To get me.
That I wasted so much time.
And when I had the chance to pick up and make the change that I want to see.
I just defended myself. I acted with love only for myself and not for you. Hey, you can't turn spouse, Minda!
Even when you were supporting me, I didn't support you back.
I put my brother up as a spectacle on the internet, so it's only fair to make the same spectacle of myself.
Here is the least to think I played my brother is something that was my fault alone.
Going skateboarding. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Who's got the key?
Going to a poetry reading.
Taking my magazine when I should have told him how much it meant to me.
Accusing him of misunderstanding my more poetry.
Fighting over cereal in the morning.
Not bothering to wake him up for school.
I've been overprotective of my belongings.
I've been overbearing about my germs.
Not bothering to help him with his many homework projects.
Not bothering to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Being concerned only with myself.
It was all my fault, and I'd like to say now that Mom, Shirley Ryan, and Mom and Dad, Doctor and Dr. Jamison, will take whatever punishments you can dish out at us.
As long as our brothers know that there is no way we're going to blame them like that ever again. We're coming in!
Dang!
Are you crazy? You're going to get yourself drowned for the rest of eternity. I don't care. You know I would have forgiven you eventually.
That wouldn't have been enough.
I was drinking disbelievingly. It was weird to have Eric there as well, but only fitting. A moment I want to share with my real brother, the one I had antagonized from the start. Tyler embraced me. Love you, Jazz.
Pinky promise.
Sure, he only loved me because he was supposed to. The ever-filial brother. When we turned around, our parents were there. By our, I mean Tyler and me, Jasmine and Ryan. My real parents were talking to TJ, who was standing beside Eric. I had faced up to my mom, my not mom, who was the best not mom a girl could have. Really? Jasmine. I caught her in the middle of a shift. It probably embarrassed her a little, but the point was that she heard it, so she would know that Tyler really was innocent.
Mom, before you say anything, I'd like to clear up that it was all my idea.
Tyler stood in front of me in defiance. No, it was mine!
Well, someone has to take responsibility for it. I will.
I will. You both will. That was fair. I shot Tyler's smile and he was smiling back at me. It felt good to be a team. I felt like this could be the future with Eric and I, if this experiment was ever going to end. Yet, just in case it didn't. Eric was surprised, of course, but I didn't care. I wanted this moment and any others like it to last. On the screen on my computer was a pop-up or the Sibling spam ad. That was weird. I hadn't heard from them since all the recent drama happened. And now just like that I could find them again.
3 final questions, huh?
Are you patient with your sibling?
No, but I want to be.
Have you tried to love them?
I want to be more than anything.
Do you think you'd be happier if you are family?
Never again!
I click on General Report and lean back with a sigh. There was only one way to express it as soon as I opened my eyes that morning. Yes. No more posters on the wall. I was back. The experiment was finally over. The relief about the end of it washed over all the lingering questions left behind.
Eric!
Courageous!
I love you too.
Get off of me!
Eric, how about we play D&D today?
You?
Yep, it will be fun. I just got to see if TJ and Tyler are available.
Who?
People you just have to meet.
It's too early for this jazz. Come back later.
No, come on, get up. I promise to make this day all about fun.
You're acting weird.
You really are. Just realize what I've been missing.
I do mean him. By dance, not D&D. But he can take it however he wants. Are you sure you want to play?
I've already got my character all worked out.
You're not just trying to get back for yesterday. What did he do to me yesterday? Nothing as far as I remember.
What was yesterday?
Getting in trouble. The poem. Okay, that threw me.
We went back in time.
What? You get weirder every day, Jess. That was pretty weird thing to say.
I just realized I never gave it a try, that's all. I never gave a lot of things a try.
Like giving my brother a chance. But you should know that you totally walked out on me, misinterpreting the whole thing.
Okay, what did I misinterpret?
Eric looked more than just a little bit taken back. It was as if he was expecting me to be lash out at him again. I was sort of complimenting you.
You were?
Well, I knew now that he thought I was good at writing, but that was when I wasn't his sister. This felt different. It felt right.
You big idiot!
What?
You sounded like you were making fun of me, did you know that?
No, but now I sort of do. I'm sorry.
Okay, I forgive you.
I patted him on the shoulder with the best smile I could muster. Okay, now you're really freaking me out. The moment I left Eric's, I called TJ. We're back, baby!
Yeah, we are.
You told Eric what a loveless loser he is yet?
I told him we're going to play D&D today.
I guess we could be in for that.
Meet you at the mall?
See you there, dude, and try to wait before you know, drooling all over my brother.
See you soon.
But before that, I had to go to school. It felt good to be back. To be me again. Except I was a different person then. I was playing the part, that superficial part. I vowed not to be like that again. I managed to blow Sandra off for most of the day.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi. Alright, she didn't remember it. Why would she?
Hi, see you around.
I'd get to meet her officially later. So many new exciting things in store for me with this second chance. The end of the day couldn't come soon enough. Hey Jess, Eric. So, you're Jasmine, I've never heard of you before.
It's nice to see you again, Tyler.
Although I've only seen him yesterday, everything had changed now. Everything was normal. So are these our older gamers?
TJ and Tyler Ryan. This is Eric.
Oh, I already know. The infamous Eric Jameson. I don't think I'm that infamous. Eric raised his eyebrows. You'd be surprised. Wait, gamers? Yep. We're going on a quest today, bro.
Then maybe we'll play some street hockey if that sounds fine by you.
I grinned him and smelled a victory. Tyler was giggling me, and there I was, feeling all nervous. Where have you been all my life?
Taking part in an experiment?
Is it over now? I looked eyes with TJ for a moment. I think so. We went back and we played Dungeons and Dragons. After that, things started to fall into place. My relationship with Eric had become closer than ever. I was now even pretty proud to call him a brother. I couldn't believe at the start of all this I was so repulsed by him I wouldn't even consider looking him in the face, let alone any physical contacts at all. I mean, I still didn't really hug him that much. But you know, I'm a normal mouth now.
Hey bro, you know what I think this world needs?
Cooler 80s metal. Clearly the 80s weren't long enough.
No.
Why would he even think that? Never mind.
A helpless where people get help dealing with their siblings and learning to love them.
Oh, Jess.
It's sweet, right?
I was going to say super cheesy, but whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, you know I'm just going to rope you into helping.
I'd like to see you try.
You're such a sweet, perfect, wonderful brother. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Shh. Okay. I'll help. Just stop with all the flattery, doesn't suit you at all. That wasn't the only thing I was working on for. I'm finding all things right with Sandra. I've been waiting for it, Jess. Tony much?
Oh yeah, I was just hanging out with my new friends. You know, people that aren't obsessed with any clique of mindless followers. And who have actually interests instead of just wasting their lives away mocking one passerby.
His brother's lame
Has already affected your unconscious? Big words for someone like you, Sandra.
She shot me there.
Well, clearly you're getting some bad advice on who you should be associating with. They're below you, no one in this school, but us is working. Take it however you want, I'm certainly not taking advices from you. If you want to keep telling yourself acting like you're all high and mighty, go right ahead and leave that line, just count me out of it.
Sandra rolled at me and tried to try something fun with her cup of soda, but I was faster. Boom! Yes!
You! Whoopsies, be careful with your drinks next time. Okay, and thanks for years of the worst friendship of my life. Don't think you'll ever get away with it. Don't think you'll ever get away with this, Jamison. I feel bad for you, girlie, but then again, you should save your empty threats and maybe work on yourself because the truth hurts. But right now you're stuck up. Great aim, bitch!
I mean, she is. And as much as Jasmine was in the beginning, now she isn't. I completely Sandra and was just comfortable being free for a while. TJ and I started the help desk / sibling helpline. We set it up at the basement at school, sharing quarters with Joe's AV club. Sibling helpline, how can I help you? And if people had problems finding their siblings, they could come right in and ask a question. And we could ask them those 3 questions that we'd learned to answer ourselves. A game.
Any interesting cases today?
Oh yeah, there was a guy who completely didn't get how his brother was feeling. Twins. You'd think it would come naturally, but apparently not so.
That's why I'm so glad we started this. Helping the school one person at a time.
We were doing a good thing. Running love unlocks Eric's brand. Things are looking up between Eric and I. He feels comfortable enough to come to me about things in his life, and I'm more than willing to show him that I'll always be there for him no matter what. I accuse Eric of never caring, never listening to me, but I never seriously consider this either. That all changes now. Can I help you?
Just in time for our nightly check-in with each other.
How are you not sick of this already?
No need to be shy, Eric. I know you want to talk to me.
Sure I do. Eric has done this, sits up from his bed, looking all baffled.
See, progress.
Why do you sound like TJ now?
Tell me about your day, yeah.
You're smothering me. Since when have you been so clingy?
It's great, isn't it? We're now as close as 2 peas in a pod. We should even get matching t-shirts.
What am I, your boyfriend? Go away.
You want me to stick around? Sure, I'm free right now.
You're scaring me, Jess. Will you stop this if I promise to not purposely stay in tunics where you eat more and more?
Tempting, but I'm more tempted to be a better sister for you from now on.
Eric finally can't help but snorts at me. I take that as a good thing. No, seriously, get out of my room until I know how to deal with this split personality of yours. Eric puts me out the door.
You know I'm always here whenever you need me.
Thanks.
I heard you.
Leave me alone. Maybe Eric's not ready to jump on board yet, but I think we're getting there. I now know he's as apathetic and crude as he may sound. He's actually pretty awkward. Who would have thought? I feel truly content of myself and where I am today for. The sibling experiment is over, but our bond is just now being put on the right track. It's a long journey ahead, but I can't wait to learn more, care more, and live better than how I was with everything I've uncovered. And alright, so that was the sibling experiment. We've unlocked the endings I wanted. And you know, we are... And, well, technically, I do believe that those endings also, even though it wasn't said at all, had some romantic endings there as well. And by that I mean TJ and Jasmine's brother plus Jasmine and TJ's brother, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it was. So basically, yeah, TJ dated Eric, Jasmine dated Tyler. I'm sure it was like just like that. We went through 2 stories of those girls. We got, well, basically what I wanted, because nice ending. So yeah, I still don't know if I will be recording the rest of the ending. I kind of want to, because with Sibling Experiment I might get this new approach of not skipping any text. For on the other hand, I have 2 endings that I don't want. Definitely. We'll see. We'll see. We'll really see. Anywho, for now, hope you enjoyed. See ya!